Hello. Hi. Hi. I can see one person here. Hi. Welcome. I'm just starting to stream now. This is my first time streaming, so wish me luck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous right now because I've never done this before, but I mean, it's gonna be something new for the both of us, I guess. Hope you're all doing well. I know we're all indoors, so hope everyone's staying safe and inside. My name is Aska, by the way. Welcome to my channel. This is page 1. Hi. I can see 3 of you now. That's really exciting. That's so cool. Hi. So yeah, basically today I'm going to be doing some painting. I'm going to be making a little watercolor painting. I have it right here. This little tiny canvas, I made a little sketch for it. So it's just a really rough sketch. And yeah. So I just wanted to apologize because I know normally I post videos on Sundays, but I just haven't been able to edit my videos as of recently. So that's why I didn't post a video yesterday. And that's why I'm doing this stream today because, at least there's a little bit of content out there. Can everyone hear me as well? I don't know if everyone can hear. I guess everyone can hear me. I hope so. I hope this is working. So yeah, I didn't end up posting a video yesterday, so I thought this would be a nice, fun way to just relax, enjoy some content and some making of some art. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like I said, I already did the sketch. I have all of my supplies laid out, so I'm just gonna take you through all of the supplies so you can see. I'll try and turn you around. So obviously, I mean water. Well, water for myself. I also have water for the watercolors. So I have a dirty water one and then a clean water bucket. So we have clean water and dirty water for this. I have my paintbrushes. So I just have a couple of paintbrushes here. I've got this watercolor palette right here, as well as watercolor pencils. So we'll see if we'll actually dip into these. I'm very, very beginner when it comes to watercolor. I've done like 2 watercolor paintings. So we'll see if I even get brave enough to try the pencils. But if I do, this will be pretty fun. And then, yeah, I have like my kneaded eraser and my pencil here that I sketched with. So I guess I can put those things away. And then I guess, yeah, that's pretty much everything. Like I mentioned, I am very beginner when it comes to making watercolor. I've only done 2 watercolor paintings. I'll show you them because I think it's pretty funny. So this was my first watercolor painting that I made, which honestly I was pretty proud of. You can see like there's like a little gradient on the seahorse. So I thought it was pretty cool. And it's also mermaid, so hence the mermaid. Today I'm not drawing a mermaid though. I just felt like doing something Animal Crossing themed on this little canvas. But yeah, I drew this second mermaid, which in my opinion is not as nice as the first one, but I definitely like this one a lot better, especially the colors. I really liked the colors of the hair. Very cool theming. Thank you. Theming for the mermaids or for the Animal Crossing? Because I will be doing Animal Crossing, but mermaid. I thought I'd show you all my progress, but thank you. Yeah, so those were my first few attempts. Actually, I should grab that. I also used a paper to swatch out all my colors so I could see what I have to work with, because I don't want to use too many colors because I feel like that makes it a little more difficult. So I'm just going to try and limit my color palette. I do have some reference photos because, like I mentioned, it's Animal Crossing themed. So I took some photos from Animal Crossing. and actually kind of built it based on the photos that I took. So I'll show you the screenshots. So this one was the one with the cherry blossoms. So you can see the cherry blossoms, and I really liked the colors in the sky. So it goes from like an orange to like a deep purple. So I think I might try and mimic that color scheme in the sky. And then I also have this reference photo because I have this double waterfall on my island. So I wanted to include a little waterfall in my watercolor painting. So hopefully these turn out. Yeah. And if you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about during the stream, feel free to comment them. I know there's like a little live comment section. I am looking at it. So obviously, every once in a while, obviously, because I will be painting as well. But whenever I look at it, I hope that we're all engaging. So like I said, this is going to be just really chill. So I honestly don't even know where to start. Like I said, I'm very beginner, and those two watercolors were the first watercolors that I'd done. So I think what I want to do is I want to start with the sky because I know for a fact I want to copy the colors from my Animal Crossing picture. So I'm going to try to start with that, I think. So let's do that. So it goes from like orange to purple, and there's like this little bit of yellow in the corner, I guess, to kind of simulate the sun. So what I'm going to do, and what I was taught, is by Adam, my boyfriend Adam. You've probably seen him in a couple of my videos if you watch my videos. But he said to use the brush to bring some droplets of water onto the palette. So we're going to do that first. I'm just going to start dropping the water into the palette. So, like I mentioned, not very experienced, so I take any advice. If anyone has any tips for how to do watercolor properly, definitely leave me some tips as well, because I am definitely new. Because when I first did this, I started pouring some water into the palette, like just a little bit of water, instead of dripping it into the palette. And apparently that's wrong, but that's okay. Hi, Adam. I can see you there. Yeah, so apparently that's wrong. I'm not too sure. Never really took an art class, so yeah, I guess I'll just start with the yellow on the end because the yellow is the lightest color, and that seems the least intimidating. So I'm going to start with yellow. So we're going to start down here probably. I feel like that's more cliff, isn't it? I didn't exactly finish the drawing. That's funny. Maybe I'll do it up here. Maybe just a little bit of yellow up there. Oh, it's dripping down. Okay. Maybe the easel is not the way to go in this particular case because it drips down. So I'm just going to start by putting yellow. Can't really see what I'm doing. I'm going to tilt you down a bit. Here we go. So just putting some yellow at the edge to start that yellow to purple gradient. So yeah, this is hopefully going to look pretty. I don't know. So I'm just starting with just straight up yellow, obviously watered down a little bit. I'm also really bad at coloring in the lines, so I already went into the cloud. Hopefully it won't be that bad. Oh, it's dripping off the side now. I'm using a very small canvas, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna clean my brush, and then I guess we'll start going into the purple. It's kind of like orangey and then purple, so what I'm thinking is I might actually mix the yellow with some orange. I didn't exactly come in here with a plan. Didn't really decide exactly what colors I was going to use, but I figured, you know, art just happens, and that's what's going to happen today. So I'm just going to put maybe some orange, oh, almost the wrong one, over here, and maybe mix in the yellow with the orange. So take some of this yellow and mix it with the orange, and then that'll fade nicely, hopefully. So we're just gonna start putting that there. Oh, I know it's not very saturated, but I feel like this might end up looking pretty. Also, from the other watercolor paintings that I did do, I feel like the pencil didn't interfere too much. So I'm not too worried about my pencil sketch. If anything, I feel like it adds to it. I feel like it gives it that sketchy look. And I kind of like it, at least for now. We'll see if I ever decide to change the style, but for now, I quite like the way the sketchiness turns out. Oh, I should probably move my easel away from my paper towel over here. I think I'm just gonna add a bit more of that yellow. I know there's a little bit of orange that went into it, so I feel like maybe it'll fade nicer. We'll see. Like I said, I'm just experimenting, so trying out some colors here. I feel like that looks all right for now. I guess you can't really tell exactly what a watercolor is gonna look like until it dries. So I guess we'll see. Now I'm gonna put some purple because the gradient is pretty much just a little bit of orange and yellow on the end and then lots of purple, and it just fades into purple. So what I think my plan is I'm gonna add like a fair amount of water to some purple, and then I'll keep saturating it to make that gradient from lighter to darker is what I think will work. We'll see what actually ends up happening, but hopefully that is good enough. Just want to see my color names over here. Move this brush off to the side. So my guess is maybe this violet color here. So this right here is violet. Let's give that a go. Oh, did I saturate it too much? We'll see. We're just trying. Maybe I'll try start on the dark side. Do like a wash all over. Okay, actually it's not as dark as I thought at all. Maybe a little bit. Oh, well now it's darker. But I'll just try and do it back here. Ooh, that's more like the color I was going for. When I was sketching this, I was making the cherry blossoms and, oh, did I just color in a cloud? I just colored in a cloud. Well, that is no longer a cloud. That is going to be sky, and we're going to improvise where the actual cloud is now. But yeah, I was coloring in I was drawing the cherry blossoms, and I feel like by the end of it, they didn't look like cherry blossoms anymore. They were just kind of like scribbles. So that'll be interesting to see how those turn out. Kind of messed up on this cloud. I'm a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. We lost a cloud today. I guess it happens. Actually, I might add some more water to this just to dilute it a little bit so it can fade into a lighter purple. Trying to figure out where my sky is in this. I think this is still sky over here. And I was thinking the watercolor pencils might look really pretty for the cherry blossoms as well. So let's try and get that fade into the orange while it's still a bit wet. Here we go. I feel like that's turning out pretty. May have to go a bit darker after over it, but I'd rather start light and then go dark after. Pretty sure that's the way to do it. This feels pretty good. Coming along. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna start off with these big washes and then work my way into the smaller details afterwards. That's the plan. Okay, let's add a little bit more purple so we can get real dark on the end over here. Ooh. Hope it'll fade a bit into it and mix itself. Because right now it's looking a little bit patchy. Just gonna fade it, hopefully. I like that. Definitely like that color better. Maybe if I add some water to the ends. I don't know. Just like that. That's not bad. Now it's more of a gradient, I think. There we go. I would say that's not too bad. I feel like maybe the orange, should I add some more? Maybe I'll add some more orange while I'm working on the sky. Add some here. Maybe, ooh, I like that. It's got a bit of a reddish tint on it, and I like it a lot. There we go. Now that looks nice. I don't know if you can see that. Progress. Oh no, there's a little drip happening. Maybe if I just... That's not bad. I think I might have saved it. There we go. I think it looks really nice. It even looks really nice on camera. I'm impressed. I'm proud of myself. Oh. I have a white desk, but it certainly will not be staying white. Okay, I think the next plan of action might be the waterfall bit. Maybe I'll do the cliff bit. I just want to see my other reference photo. Yeah, I think I'll start with the cliff bit. So I'm gonna make some brown. How's everyone doing today? Anyone there in the comments? Let's make some brown. Honestly, I've been finding watercolor and just like art in general very therapeutic during this time, because I know everyone's having a hard time, and I'm certainly no exception, but painting has definitely helped, and just putting my energy into art has definitely helped me. So I don't know. I just started right before all of this happened. I had just started getting into art and drawing and painting. And I think it was honestly perfect timing that I got into it. I mean, not that this happened. Obviously I didn't wish for this to happen, but I think my interest in art, like visual arts, came at a good time. Oh, background is brown, but so are the tree trunks. Actually, it's kind of more of a yellowy brown. I wonder if I can fix that. Maybe I can add some yellow. That's a lot of yellow. Well, we'll see. I feel like that might be a better... that looks a bit poopy, doesn't it? Might just add a bit more brown to it. That looks a bit better. Let's see if that... Oh, that really saturated. Oh no! We're making some mistakes, but that's okay, because we are learning. We are learning from this as we go. Yeah, because I realized the background, the cliff, is kind of a similar color to the tree trunk. Obviously, with a little bit of line art at the end, it's probably going to be better. But for right now, I feel like you won't really be able to tell the difference as much. Also, the other watercolor paintings that I did them on mixed media paper. And they didn't exactly react to the paper very well. So I'm actually really happy to be using a canvas this time, because I feel like the canvas is definitely reacting better than the mixed media paper was. Even though the mixed media paper did say that you could do it either like wet or dry art, I don't think it actually works for wet, because it did not work for me. right? Going around our little trees right now, trying to avoid all the little details as much as I can. Basically holding off on doing all the detailed work. Saving that for the end. Right now we're just throwing on some pretty colored washes, although not sure how pretty this is. Kind of looks poopy. I may have chosen the wrong color. Not too sure. Oh, I should have done some green for the grass. Well, you live and you learn. I wonder if I can go over it or if it's just gonna look weird. It's probably gonna look weird, right? Okay. I guess should I try to go over it? Can I go over it with white? Does that work? I feel like, no, that's still very wet. Okay, so we won't mess with that. Maybe I'll start on the water. Someone. Okay. Just checking to see if anyone had asked any questions over on the social media. If you are looking to find me on social media, my Instagram is @lightscameraaska, and so is my TikTok. So that's something that interests you. I know I asked over on my Instagram to see if anyone had any questions. No one replied, but that's totally cool too. I'm just gonna sit here and chat and do my little painting. Okay, so I think the next move is the actual water of the waterfall. So I think maybe this blue here is what I think the waterfall color will be. It's a bit turquoisey from the look of it. I'm not too sure. Okay, that's better. I think that's a good color. Yes. I like this. I like this color. I like this color a lot. My only thing is there's also like these white bubbly bits at the bottom. So I feel like what I'm supposed to do is use the white watercolor. Oh no, the brown kind of bled in, but that's okay. I think what I'm supposed to do is use the white watercolor, but I don't know what kind of effect that will give. So I'm gonna try it, but we'll see how it turns out. So let's try this white here. I don't think we need to desaturate it too much because, oh, it's kind of yellowy. I don't know if you can see that, but it turns out a bit yellowy. Not sure if I like that a lot. I don't know, maybe it's because my paintbrush is a bit dirty, but it does kind of look like the white is a bit yellowy. Well, that's all right. I might just add a bit more blue. To the whole thing. There we go. Not bad. Let's see if we can go over. I'm wondering if this will go over. It does. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll just be a cloud in the back. So it has some like shading. Can kind of see it over top, just a little bit. I don't know. It's like kind of there. Kind of there. So, has anyone else taken up any interesting hobbies that they like to do? I started, obviously, I mentioned like this stuff. I also started crocheting. Crochet has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it because, ooh, it kind of bleeds that purple into it. I like that. I've been enjoying crochet because I find that repetition is really therapeutic. So like doing the same thing over and over is really therapeutic. And I also get to make my own plushies. I have a little Gudetama right here. I made this myself, which was kind of cool. And it's also just cool, like, making something yourself and doing it yourself. I think there's something really, really rewarding about that, even if it's just like my little plushie Gudetama. I know it's nothing amazing, and like no one would buy it if I sold that, but for me, like, it's for me, you know? And I really like that. All right, I think these clouds are too bad. Definitely needed to put the white on top. That's pretty. That's pretty. Honestly, the sky is probably my favorite part. So far, it's so pretty. Little progress there for you. All right, I think I'm going to try, I feel like this, yeah, this is dry. Oh, this one's not as dry, but this is dry. I think what I'm going to try and do is go over the parts where there should be grass with some green and stay hydrated. I'm in a very warm bedroom right now, so I need to stay hydrated. Okay, so I think I'm going to try and go pretty saturated on the green just because I want it to go over the brown. It'll probably just end up being a weird greenish brown, which is not exactly what I wanted, but it's there. It'll at least give the idea that there's supposed to be grass there. I feel like this is nice. Okay. It's not doing as badly as I thought. Where it's a bit darker, it's harder to put the green over it, but otherwise, it's not too bad. I'm really doing my best to try and stay outside the lines, or inside. Well, technically it's outside right now because I'm trying to go around this tree. I'm trying my best to stick to the lines that I made. I'm not good at that, but I'm doing my best. Okay. I mean, I think it kind of worked. Sorry, I just kicked you. Kind of worked. Okay. I'll do it on the other side too. So we're just going to go around with the green, pretty saturated green. There we go. Not bad. It just looks like there's some dirt under the grass, you know? Pretty realistic. I think that's good. And then we want some grass at the top. Let me see my reference. My switch closed down. Okay. So we just got a little bit of grass at the top here. Just gonna make that a straight line. Not bad. I feel like with watercolor, what happens a lot is that you're not really making distinct shapes, or at least that's kind of the experience that I've had, is that I don't get specifically distinct shapes. You kind of get like a wash of it, of the shape, which I think has a really pretty and cool effect. And I think that's what's drawn me to start making watercolor and to do watercolor. It's just that it has a really pretty, oh, sorry, I hit you again. It just has this really pretty effect when you use it. So kind of missed a few spots, and I feel like it's going to turn out weird because of that, but I am not a perfect artist, and I'm doing my best. feel like, oh no, some green bleeding into it. I mean, it's a shadow. It's a green shadow. That's all it is. That is also something I need to improve on, is shadows, and just in general, like making things look not just one-dimensional. Like I want things to look, what's the word? To look more, I can't think of the word, but I don't want it to be one-dimensional. Okay, I feel like I've been using that brush for a long time. I feel like I should start going in with the details. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous for this part. So basically I put some little roses in the fields at the top. So I'd like to make those roses, and they're purple in the reference that I have. So I'm wondering if I should do them purple or if I should just take some creative liberties, because there's a lot of purple in the sky. So what I'm thinking is maybe just go like red roses, because I feel like it'll stand out more and it'll look prettier. Or maybe pink. I'm thinking pink. I'm actually kind of thinking pink now. I think my gut feeling is telling me to go with pink. So that is what I'm going to do. I just accidentally put color into my clean water bucket, but you know what? It was just white, so it's okay, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna start, I'm guessing to make pink you do white and red. That's, you know, that's what I'm thinking. Clean that, and then we'll use red. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous for this. Oh, I definitely did not put enough red. I thought, oh, mixing up my clean and dirty ones now. So I need more. Okay, this looks nicer. This is pretty. I feel like that's a pretty color. I feel like it could be just a bit more red. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? That's not a smart move at all. I'm gonna try and get that out of there. There we go. No, I'm not gonna put more red. I feel like it'll be too red if I put more. I think this is good. Let's paint those pretty little flowers in this pink. I know I was saying how I should limit my color palette, and I feel like I've put every color in the rainbow at this point, or I will be putting every color because I will have a blue waterfall soon. So here we go. So right now we're just doing some rose shapes because I will be going over it with line art later. So once I get line art on there, I feel like it'll look more like roses. So for right now, we're just getting the shapes down. Why do I always feel like I need to go around things right away? Because then they start bleeding into each other, and that's not what we want. I don't know how these pink little dots ended up here. I didn't even use pink until now. Okay, this, yeah. I mean, I really like the pink roses. What do you think? Yay? Nay? I love it. I think it's pretty. I'm gonna start doing, I think I'll need this brush. It's a little more precise. I think I'm gonna start doing stems. Are the stems in Animal Crossing green? Is that a weird question? I think it is. They're definitely green. I'm worried they'll blend into the grass. Maybe if I use this green, the yellowy green instead of green. Yeah, that's definitely the move. Just want to make it a little more saturated. Try to put some little leaves in there as well. Honestly, I'm really glad I sketched this beforehand because I feel like, I mean, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on this sketch because I wanted it to be fairly simple so that I could just experiment with the actual watercolor. But I wanted to, oh, okay, wait, there's some missing right here. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Adam. I'm glad you like how it looks. I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. I think it's getting the idea across. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with some more blue now. Oh, that was a lot of blue. I'm just gonna go in with a bit more blue. I think I want it to be darker than the wash that it currently is. So we're just gonna, oh, that's dark. But I feel like it'll fade, right? Like, I feel like watercolor from what I'm seeing now is that it fades fairly well. So I think it'll fade. I have no idea. Clearly I'm an expert at this. No, not at all. But now we've got a better blue wash. I mean, it doesn't exactly look like the blue in Animal Crossing, but I don't know. I think it looks nice. We'll go with that. And these are little rivers. So I have this like river that splits into kind of a V. So that's what I'm doing now. Oh, I ran out of blue. Okay, time to make more blue. It always makes me really nervous to remake a color that I've already been painting with because, like I said, I'm very beginner when it comes to using watercolors and just like art in general. So to make a color that is the same as what I was using before makes me really nervous because I feel like I won't get the same wash, which it already looks like I don't have the same wash. Probably gonna need to add some more water to this one. Okay, that looks better. That looks a little, that's good. I went into it so hesitant because I just wasn't sure, but I think it's good. I think this is what I want. So yeah, trying to make the same color and remembering how I did it, or like just, I guess, knowing color theory better is just not a strong suit of mine. Because like I said, I never took an actual art class. So, and whenever I shift, I hit my desk and that moves the camera. So I apologize for that. But yeah, like I mentioned, I never took an actual art class. So color theory is not my strongest suit. As you can tell, I'm literally just avoiding the trees because I feel like they're going to be the hardest part. Okay. I feel like the next thing, I want to finish all these little brown bits, like the incline of the ground, like where it goes up a bit. I think I want to make those. Oh, I should also add more water, more white. My blue is bleeding into it. It's a good thing I took away the easel, because if not, it would be even more difficult. So I'm just gonna go with some more white over here. Maybe I'll add some blue. Oh, it's actually kind of fading into it. So I think I'll just, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like that actually looks kind of pretty. I think that gave the exact effect I wanted it to. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. I mean, like I said, the white looks a bit more yellow than I expected it, so it does look a bit more yellow, but I think it looks pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna try and make some more of this brown that I did before. So I did brown and yellow, I think is what I mixed together. In Animal Crossing, it's definitely a lot lighter. I feel like I made it darker. It's kind of reactivating the stuff that was already there, but I still feel like it'll be too light of a wash. Oh, okay. I am dumb, and I keep dipping my paintbrush into the color right after I've touched a different color. I shouldn't do that. Sorry, Adam. I know I'm using your stuff. I don't want to ruin it. So yellow, right? I hope it was yellow. I don't remember. Hopefully this is okay. Oh, yes. Look at that. That's like pretty spot on, actually. Just got these little areas to fill in. So hopefully I made enough brown to fill these spots in. Oh, and I went on to the blue. That's fine. Like I said, we're learning here. So these are the little ink lines. I'm getting real warm right now. There we go. Not bad at all. I am happy with that. Water break. Okay. Let's continue. I think what I need to do is I need to add some orangey bit to this sunset here. So just gonna try and take whatever was left there. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, that worked. It's exactly what I wanted right there. And then what else do I need to do? There's still some yellow part over here. It's kind of not filled in. Just gonna try and do that. That looks all right. Okay, moment of truth. It's tree time. So I think I'm gonna start with the trunks because I definitely feel like that's less intimidating. I think we're gonna go with a more dark brown. So I'm just gonna use this over here, this little palette at the end where I use the other brown that was mixed with yellow and just add more brown. Just make it more like a dark brown. Should I add black? Like the tiniest bit of black just to make it more deep? I feel like I'll just do that. Let's do that. Okay, well, you can't really see anything. Oh no, it got dark. I'm using natural light so the sun comes and goes. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing okay. I feel like it got really dark. I think this is good. Let's try it out. Ooh. I mean, it does kind of look like a different shade of brown. So I think that goal was achieved. I don't know if it's as dark as I would like it to be. I guess I'll see when it dries. And if I have to, I'll go over it with another layer. But for now, I'm going to leave it as is. I think that's all right. I may just need to go over with another layer after. But this is how it is for now. Okay, there we go. Ooh, so bad for leaving little white spots too. And I know that's like absolutely horrendous for artists, but just need to get better at filling in all the little white spots. Okay, I think that's good. My happy little trees. Tree trunks. Now we're getting into the actual trees. I'm gonna do the cherry blossoms. So I think I'm gonna use that pink that I used for the roses. I think that'll be a good place to start with the cherry blossoms. I think I'll just do a wash. I think I'll just do a wash over it, and then afterwards I can add in some details. That is what I'm thinking is the plan. Maybe with the watercolor pencils. Maybe we'll actually dip into those today. If I feel brave. Because I feel like the cherry blossoms are pink, and then they have kind of like a darker pink inside. So I feel like the watercolor pencils might help with targeting the middle, like the center of each flower nicely. But yeah, I think that's a nice color. I am happy with that. And I'm glad I didn't use like another color. I was able to just use the pink that I used for the roses so that I don't have an overwhelming amount of colors. I think this is good. I think this pink works. Okay, so here are the trees now. Not bad, not looking too bad. Next thing I want to do is this little rock. It's just a rock. That's all it is. So I'm just going to make gray. Nothing too crazy, just a rock. And then I think we might start going in with some details. I think that's the plan. So just take the tiniest bit of black. Ooh, may have taken too much black. But here we go. Here's the gray for my rock. Oh, okay. Maybe I watered it down too much. But again, we can always darken it. So that's not a problem. All right. I think line art. Do I start? I think I can do the sky. I think I can do the clouds. Do the clouds need line art though? I feel like I just need to erase the pencil a bit more. And then I'll decide if I actually want line art or not. Because I think the pencil, oh, I'm shaking you, but I think the pencil is a bit distracting. Maybe the roses can use line art. Maybe I'll do that. Is that dry enough? I think it's dry enough. I think I'll go over the roses with some line art, and then we'll decide on what the rest will look like. Because they're so tiny, I feel like they need to pop a little bit more. Although the focus is really like the cherry blossom trees, so not too worried about making these like stand out a lot. Oh, am I ruining it with line art? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh man. Okay. Not gonna lie, I kind of liked it before line art, but that's okay. Hi, Mom. I can see you there in the chat. Here we go. I mean, I don't know if I like the line art. I feel like maybe it's better before. I feel like the cliffs actually have these like indents in them. I'm wondering, instead of trying to use line art, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a darker brown. Just like, kind of like this. Oh, that was very saturated. I don't know. There, maybe that's a bit better. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Go in, add a little water, just cliff lines. That's cool. I think this is cool. Little details, you know? Slowly but surely getting the little details in. Oh, that is very saturated. Let's see if I can grab. Oh no, it's bleeding into my rock. Okay, my rock is going to be brown now. That's not good. Oh no, this is the trouble with watercolor. I guess it's just a brown shadow now. Okay, now we need some of those lines on the little side here. Here, I can grab some more from this one because it's still a little saturated. And this one here. I know I'm using my canvas as the my palette now. Interesting approach, you know, never been done. I don't know, probably has been done, but this is how it's looking. Okay. Oh, I managed to scoop out some of the brown, so that's good. Now I feel like I can't avoid doing the cherry blossoms much longer. Oh, I do have this green patch that I have to do. I can avoid it for just a little bit longer. Need some more green right here. Just this little green island patch. Okay, I think it's time to make some cherry blossoms happen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I said, and I'm going to go in with a watercolor pencil in the center so that it looks like, so you can see in these cherry blossoms, they're like pink around, and then the little center has a bit darker of a pink. So that is what I'm going to do here. I'm just gonna have to see if I have a dark enough pink. I feel like this one might be good. Is that a pink? This is a red. I feel like this is a reddish. I don't know if I want that. Oh, well, let me swatch that. I swatched them all, but I can't remember. No, that's definitely a red. I'm gonna need more of a pink. I feel like this is gonna be dark enough though. I guess so. I feel like maybe the red wouldn't be so bad actually. I'm gonna try the red. Let's try because it already has like the pink wash under, so I'm wondering if the reddish pink will, well, maybe this one? This is the one. So the darker pink, I think, will make it a bit darker in the centers of, it may end up being a bit more abstract and not really like specifically cherry blossoms because, like I said, I got kind of lazy when it came to drawing them, so I just ended up drawing a lot of blobs. But I think you'll get the idea of it once I've put on these. Okay, that might be enough. I don't know. Let's do this. Oh. Okay, we're gonna now use that and just make them into watercolor instead of just being pencils or like pencil markings on my painting. Okay. It's kind of giving the effect I wanted, I think. I think it definitely needs line art. But I also feel like I'm going to mess it up, just like the roses. Like, I feel like the roses look weird with line art. I don't know. I'm thinking, I wonder if I can just line it with this. Maybe this is the move. Once that's dry, though, because this is a watercolor pencil, and it will end up, like, actually becoming a wash, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Maybe I'll line, like, the trees, but I'll use a watercolor pencil, like the, I want to do the trunks and line them with brown. I think that's a good idea. I feel like this is a brown. Yeah, that's a brown. So we'll do that just to give it some more definition. And if I hate it, I can just put some water on it and blend it out. It's not bad at all. It definitely, I feel like watercolor pencils are good for doing targeted areas because, like I mentioned, they make washes, but with pencil, I feel like you can get more detailed. So that I like. Might just do something over here too. Add a little bit of water to that. Yes, this is definitely what I wanted. Now there's a bit more shading there. Maybe I'll even shade the whole thing. Shade that, just like that. So then it's a bit darker, more distant, you know? I don't know if I like it on the trees, so I might just blend it and use it as like kind of a shading again. Oh, yes. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There we go. There are a little more details, a few more little details. Thank you, Anne. Hi, Anne. I see that you told me I'm doing good, so thank you. I appreciate that. It's coming along. I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start drawing in a few details on the cherry blossoms with this pencil because I feel like this will look better than a black line art. Because I made that mistake and I don't like the black line art on this. That is what I've learned today. I feel like black line art is a little too jarring for watercolor. So I'm just gonna stick with this red and then we'll see how it goes. Just to give it more like, I guess, petally textures. I think we're almost done. Just need to add these little petally texture details. I really like the way the water turned out. Like, I really like that. I really like the way the sky turned out as well. So if anything, those are some small victories. We're just gonna do random little petally bits. I think almost done. I hope this turns out the way I envisioned it. It'll be fun. It's a little experiment, I guess. And I'm feeling pretty good about it, not gonna lie. Here we go. I'm trying to finish this. Not trying to be quick, but like I'm trying not to rush it, but I also want to finish it, you know? It's so nice outside. I want to spend some time outside, you know? I'm hoping that everyone's got good weather right now because at least we're stuck, you know, staying away from each other. Hopefully we can enjoy some nice weather, some sunlight. That really helps with the mood. It's just some sunlight. I learned that for sure. All right. I mean, this is pretty good. I think, I don't know. I feel like that's complete. I'm not really sure what else I could add. I really regret the black line art. I think it looks way better without it. I think that's it, folks. I think that's the end of this. I think this is the final result. Here it is. If I could redo it, I would definitely take out the black line art. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with it. I think the washes came out exactly the way I wanted them to be. I mean, basically the whole point of this was to see how I could do with watercolor and like how I could make the colors, I guess. And I feel like watercolor just gives it a nice definition. So even though I didn't purposefully shade this, it looks like shaded, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot about watercolor. And I find that painting is, I think, my favorite medium so far. Out of the mediums that I've used, I really like painting. So that's why I wanted to give watercolor a try, because I really like acrylics, but acrylics are opaque. So it's almost like coloring, or it doesn't really give you much of a texture. Well, it does give you a texture, but it doesn't give you, I guess, like a different texture. It just gives you like a bumpy texture if you want that. Whereas with watercolor, it gives you like a nice even wash, which I really like. So I think I'm really liking watercolor. Maybe I feel like I might do another one of these sometime soon. I have one more of these little canvases. Here, I'll actually, let's put it on display before we end off. So here we go. There it is on display. So I have one more of these little canvases, so I may try to do one more drawing, one more painting. And then, yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I wasn't able to edit my video for this week. So hopefully by Sunday's video, like this Sunday's video, I'll figure out or I'll be able to edit my videos. That is the goal. But if not, then I'll probably do another one of these streams. Either way, I still might do another one. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you to the people who came to watch my stream. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I hope you felt relaxed, you enjoyed it. Also, if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I will probably do another one of these streams because I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I do a lot of different content. I do fashion, vlogging. I haven't done poetry in a while. I want to do it. I just haven't felt like writing for a really long time. So I hope I get back into it. But if not, I have a lot of other content. I do all kinds of different things. So if you want to subscribe to my channel and see other content, then please do. It would really be appreciated. You can like the stream, like any of the videos that you watch. And yeah, hopefully you had a good time. And I'll see you either in the next stream or in my next video. Bye!